Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to the Megacity series. Now that's the fleet of Miss Hunt moving back to her base after the catastrophic attack on one of my islands here that we've lost as well in the progress. And we come back here with a couple of changes. First of all, of course we lost our island now that has been renamed to Twitch Snap. I have no idea why, but the old name was fine. Miss Hunt, why are you doing this to me? That's one of the major things that changed. The other major thing is influence. Now, I fiddle around with the mods there again a bit in the background. The thing is, if you have so many mods installed, some of them can be tricky. And it turns out there were two conflicting mods installed. The influence rebalanced and the influence removed that came with it. And in that case here, the influence rebalance was the one that I actually wanted to install, which actually makes the game a bit harder. But at the same time, influence removed causes my harbor defenses and my ships to no longer consume influence, which of course is a major game-breaking bug that I can't have standard there. So I've removed it again, and with that we're down to negative 245 influence right now, 49. And in that case, of course, this changes things around for us a bit. The upside is, though, that, of course, the AI should also be affected by that. So they actually had no influence limits at this point, leading to, yeah, quite some imbalances too with their ship numbers and their defense numbers and stuff like that. So it didn't primarily make things super easy for us, because the AI also profited from that. But, of course, we're back to the original balanced influence sheet that we have now, and this actually leads now to us having that influence problem. Not the biggest problem per se. It will be a problem once the, there you go, ceasefire, once the propaganda comes around again, right? The thing is, we have just a lot of turrets up and running right now, and also ships, and they all consume influence. So in that case, this is something we'll need to tackle now ASAP with, yeah, expanding the population. I'm also expanding it a bit in a Sleepy Hollow, because we do want to yeah, level up as much as possible here to get more influence in again. It is actually especially true here with Crown Falls, where we need to focus on the needs of my population, and also of course upgrading to investors, because investors will definitely then fix that influence problem that we have so far. So rushing to them is my next goal. For this, first of all, we need to, yeah, tackle a few problems again. The canned food is one of them. This means we need some more goulash again. Now let's check it out real quick. We have a goulash production of 5 right now and a consumption of 5, so it is almost equal. On the other hand, we have the red pepper and the beef that is being then consumed, and we have in Canton, that was it, Canton? Maynard with the 6 cities, and that leads to a balance of, yeah, actually still a positive balance that we can maintain here. We're not doing that though. We are going to add 3 more red pepper farms over there, and I would also like to add 3 more beef farms over here as well to further boost that. We could even go with 1 more here, and perhaps also 1 more pepper. There you go, right? Bit of a negative balance there on the farmer side right now. That's already solved again. With that, a bit of more stuff is coming in, and with that we can, yeah, go ahead and get me 1, let's make it 2 additional kitchens. There's the road for it, so we are also going to need another warehouse over there. Let's make it 3 more kitchens. Wait a second, where is it looking at right now? It's 6. Yeah, definitely 1 more at least, right? And with that, I can also go ahead and build me another canned food factory here, another cannery, and let's also have another one and another one here. As expensive as they are, they're going to bring me back that ASAP with the increased population that we can have with all of this. The other thing is the fur coats. Now here the problem is a bit deeper. It's not just building more farms, it's also securing the trade routes that we have right now. The trade route runs all the way on my channel down here, and there's the rum trade route right now active. The trade route with the fur that we've lost. So this is actually the deepest problem there right now. The other one is then also my cotton. Check it out right now. We have a consumption of 22 and a consumption of 18. So cotton wise, it should be fine. We don't need to primarily build more cotton per se. We might, yeah, there's a lot of cotton coming to Cape Trelawney right now, 350 tons that is. And I might actually also assign me some more ships here. And we definitely also want to increase the storage. There you go. Yep, it is not looking good. The bricks are coming in again, thanks to my islands that we have now. So I would really like to pump out more depots, right? That's super important. That leads to 600 tons of storage for the cotton, and for my cotton to work then more efficiently. Actually, we have a cotton surplus, is that right? Yes, that means I can actually go ahead and have at least another cotton mill. Let's make it 2 cotton mills working here for Crown Falls. That's already a lot of trouble solving here. The other primary thing is now fur. We've lost Osthoven, right? And that means we lost the primary producer of fur. So I do need to find me a new island of fur. And ladies and gents, here, one of the major problems comes in, that we don't have a big island with fur available in Cape Trelawney. Now, not even Asterix, which was my go-to here, unfortunately not. What we could do is we could import fur with the Docklands to counter that. And let's just check it out. We have the soap right now that we're using as an export good. I think we're not doing it with the sewing machines yet. That might be something. But since we have a bigger population this time around, sewing machines actually demand is really high, right? Because we have so many engineers across the board. So I might check it out here with the fur. 100. We have a potential fur production of 16 to 16. That is also not ideal. So once again, let's actually switch this around right away. What we can do here is, yeah, building another one here, most likely. And I would probably also like to squeeze in at least 2 more here. No props, right? So that leads to 3 more. Let's actually also boost this warehouse here right away. And this will lead to a potential production of 22 unboosted right now. Right, so with electricity, of course, we can still climb this up further. 22 it is. And that leads to a total demand of 22 fur per minute that we have. Which leads to around 500 tons of fur that we need for every cycle. Plus, minus a bit of a buffer here. 500, that is an insane amount, right? If we go like this. We would need to export 900 tons of soap every cycle. That is not doable right now. At the same time, the newspaper without influence pushed through. That means we have a negative balance right now. So things are looking not easy at the moment because of our imbalance now here. We have no money propaganda anymore. We have no consumption propaganda anymore. So we need to tackle a lot of things at the same time. The other thing is that we immediately need to tackle as well is the workloads, even though we have a positive production there right now. Why is it out? That's the big question here. Are we exporting too many workloads? I think we're not doing this anymore. Nope, I'm not. Okay, the money problem we can actually solve once the workloads is coming in again, like right now. And that leads here to that. In that case here, all of these upgrades, right? We want to solve our income problem there ASAP because we are actually already pretty low on money in total. So let's also have more artisans over here. Which of course will lead to a whole bunch of different problems that we also will need to tackle afterwards. But let's just do this first. Lots of new artisans here. Down to the workers now. Right, that means I do need to upgrade more farmers again over here. It's also interesting how a crisis in this game can also give you some new incentives, right? Like this massive city expansion that we're doing here right now. With that, actually, we are, yeah, a bit positive again. Right. Also, we are closing in on the next level, which will lead then to another influence bonus. All right, that was a lot of upgrades, which of course leads to more consumption again. Now, what we should be seeing coming in here now soon is then the fur. This is not going to be enough fur, so I still need to find new ways for getting fur in. And of course, one of those ways is using those smaller islands that we have right now, like this one here. That is a super rich island, by the way, for its size, I mean. And then we have this tiny island that also has fur. But fur requires a lot of space. So these islands are not going to be my final solution here to anything, really. Let's just go ahead and take 200 tons of timber. You don't need anything else, right? It's just that. Let's also, by the way, delete that frigate here. It's out there doing nothing, really. And I don't need that many more ships anymore. Alright, my tramper is on its way. Let's quickly check the new vault, because of course Miss Hunt is really active over here. And the white flag of Foxglove is over. Yeah, look at that. She's actually attacking me here, harassing me, you might also say. And let's take the New World fleet and just take over here Foxglove again. This will not be great for my influence balance, but it's something I need to do if I want to secure the channel again. and not getting harassed all the time, because this channel here is absolutely bonkers for me to use. Alright, fleet on the move again. Always a beautiful sight, but since there's so many things happening, I can't focus that long on the beauty of this game right now, as we do want to optimize things further. Alright, in Manola we have a bit of a riot going on. No police station at the moment. I might also tackle this one in while we are here. There's the riots up here. Fortunately, it only costs me some timber. So let's have one police station and the second one here. This should solve the problem. And let's also add the fire station number 1 and fire station number 2 down here as well. Fleet on the move. These two ships here we can still keep. We have a lot more weapons now that came in here. I'm going to keep them in Tomasi for the time being, right? It's my most fortified area right now. That's that. Fleet is moving very slowly so we can take that moment to appreciate the 100 tons of timber coming into Gisheis. And in that case, let's make sure that we have the mines actually surrounded with, or actually accessed with a road, right? Because I definitely don't want to get rid of them. We will need them pretty soon. There you go. And that leads to a whole bunch of space here. Let's have a warehouse in this area. Let's have a warehouse here. And down here, right? And then we can only hope that we can squeeze in some of these. Let's just check it out. I think they're actually working at 30. It's 1 minute only. That's not ideal. We'll also need a small market. I cannot afford a commute pier anymore, right? So we definitely do need the workforce for this too. Which means a pub as well. Things are getting a bit nasty here now. Yeah, let's also squeeze them in here. Non-aggression back Bente, that doesn't sound good. I need to head back immediately really to that conquest up here. Let's check this out. And we're probably going to war with Bente here. That might be imminent now. Yeah, very likely. I cannot give her money because yeah, let's do it once. 50,000, something I still can afford. There's the takeover. Once again, this will be costly on my influence. We are now at 300 negative influence. It's not getting better here. Let's move them back immediately to Tomasi and keep that island now to us for a while. Alright, how's Isabel looking with a white flag, by the way? Can we re-roll? There's nothing here. We also get the Conqueror influence bonus. Doesn't help me out that much right now. But at least it's a bit of a shock to the system here of Miss Hunt. Right. Alright, let's head back. My other goal could be to destroy some Miss Hunt ships. The thing with that is she is not able to rebuild more right now because she will also most likely be at the influence cap. So that's that. Now we got a few farmers in, right? Let's just go ahead and build me now. And the food, of course. And with all of this, let's build me some hunting cabins. And that's really how you can do this here. And we need to really squeeze them in like this. Let's just see. If I get it too close, I mean, this actually works. Have a look at that. They can be together quite a bit, right? So already here you get the 100% on both of them, right? So they can overlap quite a bit before they lose any of their efficiency. And we should be able to use 2 more here, right? Losing a bit of efficiency, but that's okay since I can build a whole new hunting cabin as well. That's a lot of them, right? Let's just have them connected wherever possible with as little road as possible. And what we could also do here is, of course, boosting them by 50%. There shouldn't be a bit of a problem with that. Yeah, that was one of my clippers, right? Yep. Cotton fabric on its way back home, so it should have been empty. We still have 2 more ships here, and of course we have those trade ships here. That's a problem though. I should not lose any trade ships really, because we cannot rebuild them right now. Alright, there's Miss Hunt. She is moving up here right now in my main channel. Let's also move my ships up there, because we cannot have this disrupted right now. And while we keep that island there again, let's also move the waypoint once more here to the corner, right? Because this is something we can easily protect. The same goes with my rum. And the same goes with the caoutchouc.
Workforce shortage.
And I will need to use my ships here to fortify this one in addition. This one we can delete. I will not be able to get it back. We might also check out Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow has the fur abundance. There is a window of opportunity here for me that we can make work.
You reach a new milestone.
All right, so Geese Haze is now working. It is producing a total of 10 fur. That's actually 200 tons of fur per cycle. Not bad, not bad at all. We have another small island over here. We could do this again, but I really need it for the mines. And this one here is also not so bad. Alright, there's the attack. Or there's the Miss Hunt's ships. Let's destroy them. And thus also weaken her attack power here in the New World. That's really important. Because once again, she will not be able to rebuild them for now. There's one down. There's another 2 down. Second one, the third one. And if we take down this one here too, that would be a complete victory there, please. Unfortunately, these modded ships, right, like this one here, they're just super fast. And I'm not able to catch up. Yeah, look at how fast it is. It is actually down, right? The ships actually get slower the more damage they have. But these modded ships by the AI, they're so fast even when down to 1 HP. Which theoretically is not possible. It can completely outpace me. Alright, let's try to take down this one. That's still something. It's an improved version though. But yeah, we can take it down. Perfect. That's that. So, severely weakened her ships there a bit, her fleet. There's a few more up here. But we have taken a lot of damage already, so I might actually now head over to my own harbor, where I might actually then also repair. Perfect. The frigate is down. Let's repair, lick the wounds. And we still have 22 minutes time, right? Let's use this to go back to Sleepy Hollow. So Sleepy Hollow should be safe, hopefully, as long as possible, right? Her amazing big fleet is over here right now, but she will probably not attack Sleepy Hollow with that many cannons. So let's use Sleepy Hollow right now. We have the workforce already kicking, and that means I can only now just add my fur hunting cabins here, so that we can counter the fur loss. We need that fur coat. Without it, we cannot get more engineers, and we cannot get investors. Up here we have way more space though. And I'm going to build that immediately so that we can also see the full efficiency level, right? You can't see that in blueprint mode, I think. Actually, you can if you get too close there. So this should be working. And this one, right? And we do keep a bit of a distance there. There's the warehouse. And this one. Let's also build all of them. That leads to a base production of fur now of 10 again. So we are looking at 400 tons per cycle at the moment. I would like to have a surplus there though. Build another one here and here. And you can just see how much space this requires. It's insane, right? And this is not solving my fur coat issue. Only for the moment, but not for the future. And then we probably... yeah, probably have it here. They can overlap with the lumberjacks a bit. And you know what? I probably don't need that many lumberjacks anymore in Sleepy Hollow. So we're also just going to place this one here. And another 80% efficiency is fine over there as well. Leads to 16 tons. This is really nice. And with that, we just need a ship. We have one, the Brillante. Probably going to need 2 ships for this. And this is then Sleepy Hollow to Crown Falls. Tricky one that is, most likely not. As long as we're at peace with Bente, right? There's no problem here because my ships can leave immediately. They could also leave via Madame Kahina up there. That would probably be the safest bet, honestly. And let's take the fur. All of it. And also unload all of it. And Brillante starts in Sleepy Hollow. And in Crown Falls, we use Sangarius as the other trader here. By the way, also what we need is, of course, the fur trader that we started now here. Right? In Geese Haze. And do we have a small ship available for this? This would be ideal. I don't think we have smaller ships left. Nope. Really, we could also make a charter route out of this one here for now. And we take fur. You know what? Let's actually do a charter route. I haven't done one of these in a while. That's 200 tons of goods that can be traded here between those. And it's an outside trader that is doing the job for us now. Didn't expect to use it. But we're really with our back against the wall here. Right? And we should see the charter now coming out there. There it is. The clipper delivering then 200 tons of fur each way. It does cost me a bit. 400 on the balance. But the balance is fine again. Despite not having any propaganda being used right now. So that's that. The fur dealers are working again in the meantime. Right? Because we are trading some fur in with the Docklands right now. The canned food is coming in again. So this is something that's working for us again. And bread is the other problem. For bread, let's check it out. We have the grain, of course, that we're producing. And even with the production, it's at 33. Yes, of course. Also, we are electrifying potentially the bakery here. Leads to more consumption. But still, something is problematic. They're not producing. Let's upgrade the storage here. Let's also add more depots. Some over here where we have our commute pier. I need a few more bricks coming in. Right, that's the major problem. And also my workforce is not looking super stable. So I would also like to, work on my farmers again. Next problem again is the work clothes. We have the sheep farm over here. Lacking workforce. What is going on here? Alright, something very fishy is going on here. Why can I not rebuild them? I can rebuild these, but why not the inner ones? There's no fire, there's no ride here. There's no siege. Can I delete them? Also cannot delete them. That seems strange. No idea what's going on here. Let's counter this problem by building a few more temporary shelters out here. But I don't see any incident really that would block it. The game tells me there is an incident close by. But to my surprise, I don't see this. Ah, wait a second. There's a riot on the marketplace as well. Yeah, of course. This is something we can tackle though. Right over there. Takes a bit of time. We need a bit of workforce here, otherwise my sheep farms will not work, right? That's the primary problem here right now. Another problem with the influence gone is of course that we cannot purchase back shares anymore that have been purchased. We can sell the shares that we have right now. So I think, Miss Hunt here, we would have 2 shares. That's 20 influence, but it's not a lot, right? So in that case, I'm not going to go down this route. Really, the safest route right now is to go for investors ASAP tier 5. Only with that can we really ensure it. The only major thing we would need for that is coffee. But right now, working on my workforce is another bump. So that is something we need to tackle ASAP. Here I do need the bricks. So let's just take me one of my ships. We also still have this ship here, by the way. Yep. Let's get this one back up here again. And also get me some bricks down there. We got a lot of bricks right now. And some steel beams. We're actually really looking very well on the building material front. Not so much on the survival front. But on building materials at least. Alright, for coffee, we would have this area available there to us. Tomasi. So that wouldn't be so bad. Yeah. As a first island, right? One island will not be sufficient. But 2 islands working together to get the coffee demand, that will be probably my goal here. Alright, I don't see Miss Hunt anywhere right now. Let's just see. We've lost though that ship, so let's go in. And actually, yep, use my first cargo ship on the cotton trade. For this, we'll also need to get the cotton here up a bit further, right? Because we have just so much cotton to deliver right now. Alright, in Canton, meanwhile, the ride is gone. So that means we should be able now, there you go, to rebuild all of them again. And get me my workforce in once more. But this was the problem here. We could also check with the hotkey J, where we have some ruins right now. This is also important, because you might just face something like this. Rebuild them. And some obrero residences here. There you go. Lots of problems right now because the consumption rates are resetted. This single ship is doing what? 13 minutes left. The Foxglove. Let's head back to Crown Falls. And our bread production. Let's double this one here once again with more grain than in Asterix. So let's just check it out. We should be able to, yeah, squeeze them in here just safely. Let's build them right away too. Of course, some of them, like this one here, will not have enough field, so we can actually expand it up there. Get this one done. And we also finally can use now our cargo ship for this grain trade route that we have there, right? So that's the 200 grain that's already waiting now in Asterix. Let's get it down there to Crown Falls. And let's use Ether for this. And what island do we lose now? Bridge? No, we're not losing that just yet. It's just an airship attack, I think. There she is. Just doing some airship attacks here. Nothing. I mean, there's the ships coming actually. She's going to take over this island there. She's trying it. Let's rush over there and just see what we can do. Problem once again is those ships just fly. And we are actually right now just coming in slowly from that side here. Right? Not a big deal once again, since that island will not profit her. If we can take down most of her ships, that would be perfect. But unfortunately, we're just sneaking in really like that, right? Crawling. And she can just take so many U-turns there. Look at that speed! What is going on? Like those ships are using a motor or something. Okay, 2 ships down at least. And we haven't lost one, as far as I can tell.
A ship was destroyed.
Oh yeah, we lost one. Alright. Up here. Those ships are heading back again. I've also been thinking about this hub that she has here in Cape Trelawney. I'm a bit scared of that though, because she has a ridiculous amount of ships here. Is it? It's not all Miss Hunt though. Yeah. Bente. We have working conditions still going, right? Bente doesn't like it. So let's actually remove the working conditions on the wood. And also on the grain. We don't need that anymore since we don't have a lot of grain production in Crown Falls anyway. So that's that. We might also do it for... Yeah, for the bricks, definitely. And coal and iron we also don't need. And steel is being electrified already, right? So this is all not necessary for now. Solves me also a lot of headaches there with the riots going on. Now my bricks have arrived down here. There's also my trader. For the grain finally getting to Crown Falls. This will also be a game changer. Let's build those depots. Because we need that additional grain. So much stuff going on right now. It's overwhelming to say the least. Let's head back. We really still want that white flag. At some point. It's such a crucial item, but we're not getting it. This is also very, very unlucky here for us. My fleet in the New World has been repaired now fully. I'm probably going to keep them here though. It's the safest bet. My traders are going the other way anyway right now. This might be actually the safest place for it, yeah. Let's rebuild. We can rebuild more buildings here. In Manolar, that's important. Head back to Crown Falls immediately. And just look what we could fix now too. I think we have now... So the bread will be coming in. Sausage is another major problem. We have the pig production of 41. My sausage is looking at... Yeah, it's only 5 tons difference there. So it's not super bad. It's something we can definitely fix. So we have our pig farms here. And let's just go in and copy me this whole block, right, of pigs. And probably add them somewhere up here as well.
An explosion in one of your
And now you have explosions too. This is my rum distillery district. We have the fire stations here, but that's all, right? So rum production will be severely limited for a moment. We need to remember that we need to go back there at some point to get those ruins repaired, right? Otherwise I will not be able to get my rum production up anymore. Let's have our roads here connected to the warehouses done. So we're going to have one warehouse here. Another one here and here, and a fourth one out here somewhere. That's a lot of pigs producing. Right, down there, these guys here can also use one. It's just some warehouses, right? So this is boosting my pig production here severely. And with that, we should be able to also build me another slaughterhouse. There it is. Sausage factory. Consumes more, of course, and with that we have an equal production for that and a surplus production of the sausage here by 7 tons. Soap is looking fantastic. Bread is my other problem there. Now this is where the grain comes in. We will need to check once again the flour, where we have a surplus production right now. I'm actually going in and build me some 3 more flour mills for now. And then we might actually have a look at the bread production too. That's the advanced bakeries here, the large bakeries. They're producing way more bread, right? Like this one here is producing 1 ton per minute. And this one here is producing 4 times per minute, 3 times per minute, right? So it's quite a bit more. It doesn't need that much more space though, right? A bit more, of course. But in the grand scheme here, we can do this. And yeah, let's actually do this. Put this row here first. Get rid of them. And then start by building me these big ones. 4 we should be able to squeeze in. Perfect. That's a bit of more bread that we have in this row. It's almost equal now. Yeah, let's build... three more here. And with that we have now... it should actually be more than that, so let it adjust, right, before the numbers. And with that, this is now working. Still need to tackle the problem with the workers, so this is where I'm waiting right now on my wool to finally come back in again. There's the wool. The framework knitters are producing hopefully again. We have a surplus production, so this should actually be working. It's so much wool though that they take at the same time. Let's upgrade that warehouse here to tier 4. Also adding a lot of efficiency to it. Very good. The fire in the rum distilleries is gone. We lost 1. Let's rebuild this. And problem solved here again at least. How can they settle still new islands? It's Bente. She's settling. By the way, here we didn't build... it's the sausages. Alright, there's the fur. The trading is working now. I'm expecting a lot of additional goods coming in now. And someone dropped a not so friendly care package. It's... What? Hugo? Why are you doing this? He's bringing my engineers down to -20 right now. Why? That's very mean. By the way, We have Kauchugen, right? Kauchugen steel is in. That means we can have the bicycle factories working now too. There it is. It requires electricity, so we need to have it here in my industry zone with the power plant. But other than that, let's get rid of that steel factory here anyway. How many bicycles do I need right now? 4 tons. So that's really just those. It's actually just one that we need. Let's build it. And you know what? Let's actually use the productivity bonus here, because this will lead to a bit more, right? So with that, we have a surplus production of penny farthings. Finally, this will solve me a few money problems down the road. It will add 5 happiness and 28 coin per building that has this fulfilled. That's a lot. This should be a nice boost now to my economy here. This single building there. You might not believe it, but it's that one. Let's also upgrade this warehouse to tier 4. As space is getting rarer, right? Upgrading them tall is more important than building them wide. So in that case, let's do this here in the industry zone. They are quite used. There it is. There is the first ton of penny farthings, and this will have a nice effect. Look at that on my balance. That's what I like to see. Beautiful. Also, the happiness should go up quite a bit with that on top of it. Canned food is looking good again. Fur coats is in, so slowly but steadily we're fixing those problems here. The bread is coming in and the work cloth. That is the most important thing, because with that we can upgrade more farmers again, even though workforce is not so bad right now. Ah, alright. He seems to be kind of like contradicted of what he is doing with me. Sending me a care package now again. He wants to confuse me. In the meantime, we are happily continuing with upgrading goods, of course at the cost of other things. So the fish is fine, right? But the soap for the fur we no longer theoretically need in that quantity. Let's keep it for another 150. But we're producing a lot of furs ourselves now, right? So there's no need to consume that much soap here. And Schnaps is full anyway, so this is not being fully used, right? And there we have the coal then as well. That is also full, so this is not being fully consumed. And the grain is, of course, the major thing here. But now with asterisks delivering the grain, this is also looking much better than it used to be. Perfect. So this is fine to me right now. The fisheries. We also have something new there, by the way, that we can use. That is the fishery level 2. That brings me more fish in, hopefully, right? And this produces then 4 tons of fish. So that's twice as much. But it requires a resource deposit. That's the ocean. So we might actually, but we cannot do it, I think, here. No, we cannot build it along the pier. That's a problem. My surplus is of 8 tons, so right now I think we can keep it like that. Safely, right? Now, finally, we have that upgrade button available again. Continue up here. So at this point, the whole central area of Crown Falls is engulfed in tier 2 residences, right? These were the last farmers now that we had here. So at least there is also a nice progress that we have, right? Also up here, these guys here, so we are growing further up here now with tier 2. Here in this massive district that we have still undeveloped. Airport area, tourism area, down to 9 farmers now. That's as low as we can go. And with that, boosting us to 45,000 on the population. That next level up is still a bit away. But we have stabilized now most of our economy again after the whole influence and propaganda bonuses that are gone. Alright, so in this case here, stabilized it mostly again. And now I need to work on the light bulbs, the coffee, and then bump our engineers to investors. And we need to do all of this before the next big attack of Miss Hunt is happening. Otherwise, we might be in deep trouble here because we cannot rebuild anything right now. Like defenses and ships. Yeah, the pressure is on us. Onwards to new adventures in the next episode. Stay tuned.